here we are. It's time to take a look into Ridu's legends, because strange phantoms in the middle of the night, whispers from so-called gods, bizarre scenes in the city, spook shack when encountering this paranormal call on us expert sleuths. Don't panic, my friends, we'll uncover the truths. It's time to rejoin the efforts of our favorite little spooky story hunters, investigators. Let's deal with Spook Shack crew. Because I have an event to complete and it's final time to do it. Well, final and high time, basically. Let's get on with this. I really hope there will be... what's the word I'm looking for? Voiceovers. As usual. Regardless, I wonder what legends are around New Aridu that we are going to be uncovering today. Hopefully something interesting that I can share with posterity and put on Knock Knock. There they are. What are you doing over here? The idea. Oh, no voiceovers. Akira, speak of the devil. We were just about to look for you. Well, if it isn't Alice and Yuzuha, what are you doing here? Well, there's this movie Alice has been dying to see showing at Gravity Cinema, and she insisted I come watch it with her. How's that for a reason? Yuzuha, quit messing with me. And how'd you even know I wanted to see that movie? I know you pretty well. Anyway, enough chit-chat. So, Akira, what do you think of this little Spook Shack stand we put up? It is very Spook Shack style. Is this Spook Shack? Spook Shack. Whatever. Right? I knew you'd say that. Here's the deal. Even though Spook Shack is an internet forum, we've got sections that are open to the public web, where regular users post creepypasta threads, and some are pretty interesting. This spot used to be pretty active with users chatting back and forth, even more lively than Internode at times. But now that the initial hype's worn off, new posts have been dropping off hard lately. Yuzuha and I analyzed the source of existing posts and found that the number of posts about the Janus Quarter was way lower than Waifu Peninsula, so we got the idea to come here and promote the forum. Exactly. As the saying goes, with an eye sharp enough to spot urban legends, there's no place that doesn't have them. As long as we let people know about this treasure forum, there'll be steady stream of fresh stories to get into Spook Shack bustling again. Sounds like a good idea. Well, we might need Akira to lend a hand at our booth. Our idea is to reveal the truth behind paranormal events to folks who stop by our booth and document them on the forum. On one hand, it lets people know about the Spook Shack, on the other, it can add to the Spook Shack story vault. Reveal the truth? So what's the point in urban legends then? Urban legend magic tricks are totally different, you know? Once a magic trick is exposed, it loses all its appeal, but urban legends, they don't work that way at all. Even when the truth comes to light, urban legends still spark people's imagination, spurring even more wild stories built on that foundation. That's true. Stories tend to do that. Evolve, progress, and move on. Besides, even if the customers who come aren't into urban legends, helping them deal with their fears and worries is pretty rewarding too. Okay, so what can I help with? Akira, you should know the Janus Quarter's local scene pretty well, right? As everyone knows, urban legends always carry an undeniable regional flavor. If we want to peel back the mystery, we're gonna have to count on you as our local expert. So, we want to commission you to temporarily run our Spook Shack urban legend investigation stand. Yuzuha and I will scope out the surrounding areas too, dig around for any local paranormal events, then invite them over here. We've already gotten the lowdown on some of the ghostly happenings going on, and we've made contact with the affected citizens. Meaning, as long as Akira is ready to get up close and personal with urban legends, the shop can open right now. Okay, leave it to me. I'm an expert in urban legends. Whoa, that's Akira for you. Saying that Alice could never bring herself to say... Huh, what? Saying what Alice could never bring herself to say with such ease. Okay. Use a ha! Anyway, some visitors pre-registered online, while others just happened to pass by at booth and decided to ask on a whim. Alice already set up this computer to automatically log all conversation records and consultations. I'm counting on you to handle the rest. Alice and I are gonna go watch a we're gonna hit up other streets to promote the forum. Right. Well, after catching her slip of the tongue about gonna go watch a movie, Yuzuha sticks out her tongue playfully, grabs Alice's hand, and takes off. Yep, that's Yuzuha for you. You watch them heading towards the movie theater. Sure enough, Yuzuha spilled the beans, and it wasn't a slip of the tongue. Yeah, as expected. Now that I've promised Yuzuha to help, guess I better get the hang of running this stall. Open the Spook Shack forum. What do we have in the forum? Let's get familiar with the Spook Shack internal system works. Master, you have successfully logged into the forum management system. I shall assist you in completing your paranormal consultation duties. First, let's do a demo. Listen to the citizen troubles and uncover the truth. Once you complete the demo, you may officially begin handling the citizen problems. Note, I shall remain by your side, Master, and provide the optimal solution when you require. So I can ask, Fairy help me, but I won't. So, the inquiry is Kaede, category Midnight Hauntings, and the summary, getting chased off by earthbound spirits. Interesting. As the manager of the stall, you must uncover the truths behind strange incidents that are troubling citizens. Based on a citizen's description, select the appropriate response. Choose the correct answer. So, a while back I had to move because of work, but there seems to be something creepy in my new place. During the day it's fine, but once night falls, there are... I can hardly see because of the change of color. Okay, pesky little critters, drive them away. Drive away the pesky little critters. Choose the right choose the right response. I won't say choose the right corresponding answer, but yeah. Choose the right response to increase your citizen rating. Max making the wrong choice will decrease satisfaction. So now that you mention it, I think it's the kind with twin feelers that flies at people, just like the ones from Waifu Peninsula. Wait, they're not gonna be as big as the ones I saw online, right? I'd rather deal with airbound spirits. I'm heading out right now to buy a full set of pest control gear. If I don't wipe them out completely, I'm quitting this construction job. I'm consulting, she's constructing. Okay, exterminating pests is every resident's responsibility. Okay, inquire Garant, Midnight Hauntings, Electric Demon. I feel like I've been possessed by Ridu's legendary electric demon. A few days ago, every corner of my place started carrying an electric charge. I'm not kidding, I tested every spot with a test pen. By all rights, I should have been shocked into the hospital by now, but I'm completely fine. Could it be that in a little while I'll be able to shoot lightning? Well, maybe the test pen was busted. Huh? Now that I think about it calmly, that's actually possible. I was probably too panicked earlier, so I never suspected the test pen might be the cause. Thanks, I'll grab a new test pen right now and check it again. Okay, so So remember to always keep a cool head and think things through. Very good advice. Okay, that's enough practice. Time to start handling the residents' problems for real. Okay, so here we have it. Like ghost at the door. All the customers who made appointments are rolling in. Time to get to work. Master, due to power limitations, I can only assist when necessary. Please analyze resident statements closely and give the best answer. Okay. Inquirer, Finny, category, Midnight Hauntings, summary, Haunting Shadows. A fairy can help point out the right choice. You have 2 chances to ask for help each round. If you're on the fence, let me help you out. Yeah, I had to use that because it's a tutorial. So that crazy downpour must have dragged a ghost straight to my place. That night, a thin, shadowy figure appeared on my bedroom curtains, like someone outside reaching up to tap on the window. With the thunder and rain going non-stop, I couldn't help wink. I couldn't sleep a wink all night. But the next day, bright sunshine, like nothing even happened the night before. Weather's been nice ever since, so I guess this ghost's in a good mood. It hasn't bothered me again. Wonder if it'll come back tonight. Well, it'll come back though. Heavy rain always comes with howling winds, you know. Yeah, just the wind messing with the tree branch outside. Don't worry about it. I've seen this in Poltergeist. And then the tree came alive. So, you know, it takes all kinds. But there aren't any trees close enough to my window. Wait, I do remember there being a tree plant outside the building. Could the window that night have been Could the wind, not window, just there is no OW at the end of it. Could the wind that night have been strong enough to blow its branches all the way to my window? Don't tell me all those horror stories about rainy nights in your area to start like this. Thanks. Next time it rains, I'll just pop in some earplugs and get a good night's sleep. Okay, heavy rain breeds urban legends. Moving on, visitor Ruby, category Midnight Hauntings, summary, Quartet. Ever heard of the Quartet? Me and my friends tried it out in a classroom after school when it got dark, and we actually encountered the legendary 5th participant, and I even touched it. We were just messing around out of curiosity, but then this happened. The legend never said how to get rid of the ghost though. What if it's still following me around? This world of science doesn't do magic tricks with people. More like phenomena deliberately walked over and pulled a prank. Maybe it's a classroom's local ghost. Yeah, I think it's a prank. When the light came back on, everyone was standing exactly where they were supposed to be. Wait, I got it. After I touched someone, I pulled my hand back cause I was scared. But those footsteps still in the classroom were from my friend near the switch walking back after having come over to scare me. When I get back to school, she's totally buying me tea milk. One ain't enough, make it 2. Next inquirer, Kian. Category, Midnight Hauntings. Summary, heart set on the city of Aridan. My kid's been rolling her eyes back, throwing her arms up, and screaming out of nowhere lately. Thing is, she's got zero memory of it after she snaps out of it. I'm freaking out over here. A few days back, she was begging me for some new game. I said no, and she's been sulking ever since. Then, things got worse. The more I think about it, the more scared I get. What if some little ghost got her during that time and just straight up possessed her? You know, she just wants to play the new City of Aridan game. Make her do some more homework and problem solved. Suddenly the kid's a bit hooked on games. Yeah, she wants to play the game. Nani? Yes, that's the exact name of the game she mentioned. Seeing her suddenly get sick like that, I get all these terrible thoughts running through my head. Maybe I've been too hard on her. Maybe I should spend more time with her and actually get to know what she's into. Anyway, I'm gonna grab this game and play it with her. Thanks a ton. Aw, he's a good dad. Hope you and your daughter have an awesome time together. Remember, if you have a kid, make sure you spend time with them. The young boss is gonna thank you for it somewhere in the future. Hey, it's 18! Category Midnight Huntings. Summary, electric bill shock. Oh no. Akira, the video store's electric bill for this period came in and it's really weird. The electric bill is crazy high, super high, even higher than when Fairy first came into our store. Could it be a ghost is stealing electricity? Thinking about what Fairy's been doing lately. Yeah, have you forgotten about Wishing Sprite? Like, she's been busy online. Wishing Sprite, got it. So, our electric bill's hitting record highs because Fairy's been playing Wishing Sprite. Yep. If electric bill is high, let it be high. Unfortunately, yeah, we have to deal with that. Ooh, gotta work more to pay those bills. Inquirer Ivy. Category again, Midnight Huntings. Summary, sleep paralysis. I totally got hit with sleep paralysis last night. I suddenly realized I couldn't move at all. My arms and legs felt like they were pinned down by a ghost. No matter how hard I struggled, I totally lost and cried under the covers for ages. It took like dozens of minutes before I could finally move again. Maybe that thing finally left. Just thinking about it now still freaks me out. So, what should I do if I run to it again? The thing weighing on you while you were sleeping was... Yeah, try something on a lighter blanket. Honestly, I never could relate. I was always interested in this whole concept of night paralysis or the paralysis demons, but I never experienced that. Like, do you have to have like a very heavy blanket or a heavy duvet on you for that to happen? Because I wake up with some of my body parts like being like numb because I sleep on them, but never like full-on paralysis. I mean, I'd like to experience it once. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll see something spooky as well. But still, you, my dear friend Ivy, swap a lighter blanket. What? Talk about a wake-up call. I just realized the seasons changed recently and it's getting all stuffy and hot. But I'm still using my fake winter comforter. Plus, I got so scared and couldn't move at all. No wonder it felt like there was 1,000 pounds pressing down on me. Thanks for the heads up. I'm gonna go switch it out. Cool. Sweet dreams tonight. Next, Inquirer Note, Midnight Huntings. Summary, Probability Curse. Interesting. 2 days ago, my buddy dragged me to this new gadget store. He was dying to pull from this gacha machine he'd been hyped for. I just can't think and be closer to the monitor or whatever. He was dying to pull from the gacha machine he'd been hyping up forever. Then things got weird. He pulled like 10 times and from that, start to finish, he kept getting the same 2 capsules on repeat. Nothing else. Not even once. He made me try, saying if you get the same thing, we're both getting dragged to hell by the gacha machine's cursed Aridan. And I actually pulled one of those too. What do I do? Am I going to hell now? Yeah, someone's there because probability curse with suspected human interference. Honestly, that actually happened to me once when I was at a summer holiday. At the beach, there was like a gacha machine, like a capsule gacha machine. And yeah, I was trying to pull for a dragon because there was like having a little like necklaces that you could get a dragon, some skulls, some like tribal things. I was trying to pull for a dragon and I got it 10 times in a row. I got the same skull. So yeah, it can happen. Like, probability cannot be on your side all the time. So someone has definitely messed with the machine. The randomness, like, I usually lose at gacha when it comes to like IRL, but when it comes to games, I tend to be lucky. Case in point, look back at my history in this game, for instance. I don't pay money, but I do tend to get characters that I want. Okay. Most of the cases. Like 9 out of 10, I usually get a character I want. Oh, really? Oh, maybe 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's the... Okay, never mind. Oh, really? That's a relief. As long as it's not a curse, I'm good with whatever. I had my doubts about that gacha machine before, but everyone else seemed to be getting what they wanted. Now that I think about it, maybe it was just the one we used that was rigged. Could be. Guess we won't be heading to hell after all, but we definitely gotta hit a public security. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go tell my friend the good news right now. Honestly, is that a good cause, like to inform the authorities about that the game has been rigged? Because I was like 12 at that time, so it didn't occur to me. I was just pissed off. Okay, fine, I got 10 skull pendants. I'm just gonna give them to my friends when I get back home, as I did. Made for a good souvenir, like a cool story as well. So bring those gacha as evidence. Okay. The next visitor is Jade, again category Midnight Hauntings, summary, Heart of a Child. Did you find a Heart of a Child? You should bring it back. I think they might need it. What the hell? I came back from a business trip and my bank suddenly started calling me mama out of nowhere. I've had the thing for 2 or 3 years now and never seen anything this freaky before. I'm convinced some ghost possessed my bangbu and it's gotta be a little kid's ghost too. Otherwise, why would it go through all this trouble just to find itself a mom? I mean, either had abandonment issues or it's gotten really into ASMR and yeah, like some girls calling him good boy, and yeah, so that's a different kind of worms. So isn't that a meme from some shooting game? Oh, could be. Is it a meme? That's a very weird meme, I gotta say, but still. Wait, that's the reason? No wonder I was so happy before I left on my business trip. Turns out it was just waiting for me to be gone so it could secretly play games. When I get back, I'm cutting off its internet access. Otherwise, it's definitely gonna keep picking up all this random nonsense. Honestly, can the authorities do something about this? Like set up some kind of access restriction for this kind of stuff? You know, like, you seriously sound like his mom right now. I'm gonna restrict his internet access, and the authorities should take care of all those, like, video games that make children do weird stuff. I would definitely not vote for that, but whatever. Aria! Again, Midnight Hauntings constructs Black Back Spirit. Manager, a few days ago, after training at 404 wrapped up, I turned on my projection to get some air and wandered off pretty far out, realizing when I snapped out of it and started heading back, I got this feeling something was tailing me. I know constructs can regulate their body temp, but my motion module still calculated that spine-chilling sensation. I hustled back to 404 and Ari told me that was one of the 6th Street urban legends, the back spirit. He was writing something like that too. A back spirit that is a total construct fanatic. Maybe one of my friends recognized you. Oh, okay, so maybe those ears, okay. A friend of yours? Then she shouldn't be a bad person, right? But when I have my projection on, I've never encountered anything like this before. Could it be she only likes the real me? Could you do me a favor and tell her that if she wants to meet me, she can come direct to 404? No need to follow me around in secret. I think I know who she refers to. I forget her name, but I thought she was only interested in Bangbu. Okay, I guess she likes all the constructs. And I'll make sure she gets the message. So, the residents' issues have all been addressed. It's about time to wrap things up. Huh? Rin? Hey Akira, I was watching from the side earlier, and the citizens who got the truth all seem pretty satisfied. No wonder Yuzuha and the others trust you so much. Looks like you nailed both the promo and helping others. Time to clock out. Let's call it a day. Okay. Perfect consultation. You've shown your exceptional skills once again. Fairy will continue to respond to your request for assistance. Okay. So that's the first part. I have 5 of them. So let's continue. So from like ghost odd at the door to daylight phantom. Here we are. All the customers who made appointments are rolling in. Time to get to work. Again. Okay. Fairy again is providing assistance, but only twice. And we're starting with Fei Fei. Category Daylight Panic. Summary Spicy Clear Soup. This is so weird. I just went out for hot pot with my bestie. She loves the spicy soup base, but I can't handle any spiciness at all. So we ordered a 2 flavor pot. But when I tasted spiciness in the meat, I put in the clear soup, and I'm absolutely sure my utensils never touched the spicy side. It was already bizarre enough, but then she had to go and tell me a bunch of hotspot restaurants horror stories to freak me out. Seriously, I'm giving her the silent treatment for 10 minutes. Ugh, dreaded 10 minutes of silent treatment. Someone's bestie is an expert in scare tactics. Go see a doctor quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your bestie mixed chili oil into the dipping sauce. Nani? The answer is so ridiculously simple that I never gave it any thought. Now I finally get why she insists on mixing my dipping sauce for me. Going on and on like I totally know your preference by heart. So just let me handle it. So this is what she was after. I'm ignoring her for 30 minutes. Ooh, it even got a bit worse. Well, if it happens again, I'm ignoring her for a full 60 minutes then. So much silent treatment, she won't recover. Visitor, Nomi. Category, Daylight Panic. Summary, Cursed Tarot Cards. I'm a tarot enthusiast, so I tend to trust the results of my readings. One day, just as I was heading out, right when I got downstairs, I saw 2 tarot cards floating down from above. I checked the cards. Their combination could totally be read as going out will bring misfortune. It freaked me out so bad, I went straight back upstairs. I brought those 2 cards with me and please take a look. Both tarot cards have clear fold marks on them. Yeah, someone upstairs is practicing card throwing. This is ridiculous. Even if you don't believe in tarot cards, you should at least show some respect. How can you treat them like ordinary playing cards and trash them like that? You could end up getting cursed for this. Yeah, go give him a little heads up then. Or her, I don't know. Okay, next visitor Tyrone. Category Daylight Panic. Summary Insufficient DPS. Interesting. Looks like something's up with our club's equipment. Just recently, Miss Yoshunko, right, was granted the title of Void Hunter, and not long ago came by the club for some live combat testing. Out of curiosity, we loaded up the combat records left behind by 2 other Void Hunter rank big shots into the testing program, but the data we got back was totally underwhelming, and the logs were filled with nothing but insufficient DPS warning. 3 Void Hunter rank engines. It's an Easter egg the devs created. I think the equipment broke down again. Impossible. After the Rust system failure, we completely overhauled our testing program and equipment, got it and rebuilt the energy core code from the ground up. Even loading data from 10 Void Hunters wouldn't crash the system, or maybe it would. Live combat results are what counts. And by the way, Shunko is OP as heck. Ooh, Venus. Her summaries, Psychic Count. Interesting. Oh, it's you. You really are amazing at everything, kiddo. So, the other night I was walking Pika past a construction zone, and all of a sudden it started baring its teeth and barking like crazy. It's always been such a gentle dog. I've heard that animals are always more sensitive to paranormal stuff than people are. Could there be a ghost lurking in that alley that only Pika can see? Construction always comes with some side effects. I mean, could be a current leakage from the construction work. Should I report this to the city administration? But at least it's not some paranormal event. As long as my Pika is still that clingy little pup, I'm good. Thanks for letting me know, sweetie. Let's walk the dogs together sometimes. Bring Mochi and Empire along. I forgot she has a lot of dogs. Karen. Category Daylight Panic. Summary, Hustle Spirit of the Working Dead. Ooh. Master Proxy, a few days ago, while I was off, I was watching TV alone in my room, and then the screen suddenly started switching by itself, and everything it showed was work-related. First, complete hair care guide, then ultimate work prodigy. Could there be a workaholic ghost living in my TV? Just thinking about it makes my heart race. Rin once also picked the wrong TV when watching movies. Yes, some probably connected the wrong TV. Oh, is that really it? Phew, I feel much better now. I also hope that this neighbor who's super enthusiastic about work but kind of careless can get through their shift smoothly. I will also watch less TV and work harder. Thank you for your answer, Master Proxy. You're already working pretty hard, Karen. Just take a day of rest. I'm gonna have to talk to Lycan. Oh, another bugaboo. Yes. Category, Daylight Panic. Summary, Reverse Bet. Yes, don't get into bets. Akira, I recently made a new friend who loves watching bangbo competitions. The weird thing is, whenever they say I don't see how they can win this one, or they've got no chance, those players it disfavors miraculously pull off a victory. Does it have some kind of supernatural power? Otherwise, how could it reverse jinx everything it points at? Reverse jinxes are the most tricky. Celestial Eye. Just the reverse betting jinx. Yes. So, whatever it's confident about tanks, but the stuff it doubts ends up crushing it. In that case, next time I compete with other bangbo, I'm totally bringing along. As long as it bets against me, I'm guaranteed to win. And if I use its reverse jinx to score some gear coins in rock, paper, scissors next time, I'll totally share some with you. Wait, how does bangbo even play rock, paper, scissors? Good question. Lucy. Category, Daylight Panic. Summary, Moment of Madness. What's troubling you, my favorite little biker? Man, it's such a headache. Long story short, Caesar's been acting weird this past few days. Don't know what got into her, but she's not reading manga, and she keeps pulling us aside to say weird stuff like, Lucy, don't worry about what others think, be brave and chase your dreams. What the heck is all that about? There's a difference between not reading manga and having no manga to read. Yeah, I think you should get her some manga she hasn't read yet. You're saying Caesar's acting like this just because she ran out of manga to read? Darn it! Didn't realize her withdrawal symptoms would be this bad. Alright, I'll grab some new manga for her. Hopefully she'll chill out once she gets her hands on them. Well, I can make a few suggestions. I feel like she'll like the Apothecary Diaries. Okay, make sure to buy the finished ones. Okay, that's also a very good point. I think Caesar would enjoy High School DxD. Inquirer, Visitor, Haley, Category, Daylight Panic, Summary, Phantom Theater. Lately, for some reason, we've been seeing a massive surge in folks coming to watch horror and thriller flicks, so we had to add extra showings, including late night screenings. Here's where it gets weird. After one of those late night sessions wrapped up, I was floored to find the projector automatically starting to play another movie. I bolted up to the projection room, but it was completely empty. Could we have a movie-loving ghost haunting our cinema? Well, ghosts aren't the only ones who dig horror flicks. I'm pretty sure an employee screened it for themselves without permission. An employee screening films without permission? Now that you mention it, after that late night showing ended, I do remember there was a technician on duty who hadn't left yet. But why didn't he give me a heads up beforehand? Had me stressed out for nothing. Cinema employees watching movies after work, and I most probably won't make a big deal out of it, right? Well, can't be too flashy about it, you know. Just keep it between you two. I mean, shouldn't be such much a problem. I wonder like how people would look at it. I tried applying to work at the cinema when I was like after finishing high school to get like a part-time job when I was at the university, but didn't actually succeed on that part one. I got a job at the science exposition, so that was also interesting, but a different story altogether. But that would be pretty fun. Like I could enjoy the scientific. What was it? The word I'm looking for. The things that are put on displays. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Things that are put on display. Oh yeah, those. The scientific display over there. So yeah, based on magnets, burns on electrostatics and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. Also guiding kids and adults through the whole process. I've learned a lot about science. I forgot most about it at this point, but never mind. So, the residents' issues have all been addressed. It's about time to wrap things up. And here's Rin again. Hey, Akira, I was watching from the side earlier again, and the citizens who got the truth seem to be pretty satisfied. No wonder Yuzuha and the others trust you, blah blah blah. Yep, she still says the same thing. Let's call it a day. Got everything. Praise from Fairy has been achieved. Let's leave this part, move to number 3. Street corner rumors. Okay, the customers are here again. Time to work. Yeah, Fairy offers help, but only 2 times. And today we're starting off with Enzo, category Forbidden Sonata, and summary Bangbu Strike. The Bangbu striking, well, that's not good. So, some Bangbu who came to my shop recently have been acting kind of weird, so I wanted to ask if EOS and 18 are showing similar symptoms, yelling stuff about combat and elbow strikes, then begging me to install boxing parts on them. Is this like some new Bangbu modeling trend or what? There's no such thing as a pointless mod in Aridan. There's gotta be some kind of fighting tournament going on, right? Could it be that Ultimate Bangbu Championship thing they were chatting about in my shop? I thought they were just playing some kind of role-playing game at the time. Those little guys sure know how to steer things up. Maybe they watched some fighting tournament broadcast and wanted to give it a shot themselves. Well, to get things started, I'm not having my child joining into any rough housing. EOS won't be participating. Ooh. The Inquirer is of Dialin, category Forbidden Sonata, summary, hopping and bopping. Proxy, something interesting happened while I was working the late night shift, so I wanted to ask, what do you think? It was dead quiet, no complaints or anything to deal with, when suddenly I heard this thud, thud, thud sound in the hallway, like someone was hopping along. Hard not to notice, right? Man, but when I rushed out to check the corridor, there was nothing there. Far as I know, there's a certain legendary creature that hops around like that. You know, bunnies, they do hop, and I'm pretty sure like Zao has ears good enough that can hear you rushing in. A little bunch from Fluffy. You know, Zao was probably working late too. Makes sense, I guess, but Senior Zao wouldn't hide from me. Nah, the moment I see her, she dumps a huge stack of paperwork right on my desk. So let's hope this ain't about to become true. Okay, the next visitor is Ate, category Forbidden Sonata again, and summary, God of the Hollows. You know, there really is a god inside the Hollows, the God of the Hollows. I'm not just making this up. I got lost in a hollow once, and that's when I heard it. This calm, delicate voice echoing all around me. I followed it and made it out alive. Ever since then, every time I enter a hollow, I hear that voice. Even if there was a god in the hollows, it'd be a twisted one. There are hallucinations caused by evil corruption, you know. Hallucinations? Hallucinations? For real? But I've always made it out safe, haven't I? And that voice has been guiding me the whole time. Could that just be my survival instinct kicking in? I guess you're right. Why would a hollow, a disaster like that, give birth to some god that helps humans? I'll find time to get my aptitude for ether tested. Anyway, thanks for the wake-up call. Just don't get in any hollow again. Ooh, the next one is a visitor is Snap. Category Forbidden Sonata again, and summary Supernatural Stream. Yesterday, I used a Bangbu facial recognition app that auto-applies accessories during my photography stream. The software froze for a bit and then it restarted. Something weird showed up. Even though I was alone at the time, the software showed a bunch of Bangbu faces, each with bizarre expressions. Killer stream content. A glitch with the streaming app. You could become a streamer of paranormal events. Probably glitch. Oh, so that's why. Let me try updating the app right now. It seems to be working. Everyone's in the chat is spamming nice too. Alright, I'm heading back to stream now. Thanks a bunch. Well, you're Ridu's future top streamer of photography, I guess. The next character is Jing Xuan. Forbidden Sonata. Summary, Whispers of the Divine. Again, some gods are getting involved. Yushin said that if you pray at an incense burner in Tekitokan and silently make a wish in your heart, it'll come true. Half believing, I silently chanted, let me skip homework for 3 years and give me top grades on the big exam. Then, from beside the incense burner came a deep, rhythmic, indescribable sound, like the whispers of a deity. Since the gods have already given their divine sign for the incense burner, guess I have no choice but to skip the homework, right? Deep and rhythmic, kinda sound like snoring. You know, it's an orange tabby sleeping in a bag, by the way. Huh? Really? No wonder I could never find that chubby orange cat whenever I went to make a wish at Tekitokan. Turns out it's been snoozing away behind the incense burn this whole time. Maybe I'm having these thoughts cause I've been so wiped lately. I should head back to Tekitokan and give the chubby orange a good pet to unwind. Once I'm recharged, it's back to homework. Thanks for filling in. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do all of your homework, just focus on the one that's most important. Okay, and don't skip your breaks. Ooh, Sisia! Good to see you, visitor. And the summary is no escape. Are you okay? Akira, save me! My phone's acting weird, like really weird. It's auto-recording that commissioner's voice and playing it back on loop. Is this some kind of prank, or is there really another commissioner inside this thing? Recording apps are pretty common these days. Severely reminds you to stay on your game. Okay. Recording apps are pretty common these days. I'm pretty sure it's a recording accident. Yeah, got it. Recording? Oh, I see. Phew. I mean, even though the commissioner is rigid, harsh, and totally unsympathetic, he wouldn't be controlling to that extent. But still, even if it's not actually the commissioner's watching me from my phone, having his voice suddenly come out of it is pretty freaky. Well, let me uninstall that recording app for you then. I'm a good friend. Hey, Chinatsu! And the summary, Anonymous OG fan. There's something that happened a long time ago and I wanted to ask for your thoughts on it. Back when Angels of Delusion had just formed and we hadn't come to 404 yet, our first physical album predictably sold only single-digit copies. But under those circumstances, an anonymous fan actually wrote call and response chants for us. To this day, we still haven't met that fan, and we've had no way of expressing our gratitude. Probably not written by a fan who bought the album. Wait. Could it be you? You wrote this, but if it was her, why didn't she tell me an aria? Could she be shy? No way. You being shy. So she was just enjoying watching me and Arya spin around all happy over that call and response. You big mini. You know, she was probably just trying to encourage you guys in her own way. Like, the Angels of Delusion have their own issues. Okay. There you have non-visitor, Mana, and the summary, Night Emissary. Ooh, again. Are we talking about Lucia? I think, yeah, that's the name. The Starry Sky last night was absolutely gorgeous. So I got the idea to head out and capture some inspiration. I stayed out nice and comfy until the next morning late hours. And finally, I heard this weird sound, softly singing a tune. Oh yeah, I also heard the video call itself, something like The Night Emissary. That's straight up a legendary character. Well, explore urban legends, collect urban legends, and become an urban legends. Yeah, probably my night owl buddy. Oh, so they're a friend of yours. Maybe you could remind them to cut back on the all-nighters and take care of themselves. You can, I mean, she likes to sleep all day and stay up all night. She's like a, yeah, she can handle it. She has a different, like, internal clock than we do. Okay, so there we have it. The residents' issues have all been addressed. It's about time to wrap things up for today. And again, as usual, Rin was watching from the sidelines, but it's time to go home. Praise from Fairy, maximum points received. Moving on to section 4. Section 4. Wait, no, sorry. We actually have people coming in. Lucia, yeah, I think. Is it Lucy? Lucia. Akira, you're finally here. Sashiburi, Lucia. The next shift, Yuzha only mentioned there was a Make Spook Shack great again stand here at Lumina Square and told us to come check out the urban legends collected. Lucia's here to check if there are any fear-related urban legends, and I'm here to seek some fresh inspiration. As for Manato... Huh? Me? Yuzuha mentioned she was planning to set up this stall, but I was tied up with other stuff at school, so I didn't come with them. I just figured I'd swing by and join the fun today. This stall's pretty solid, gives off some real Spook Shack vibes. Too bad they didn't have any tales about Epheros though. Should come a few days later. I mean, most people here are just civilians. They don't get to see Epheros too often. I see. Well, since this stall's been opened up, the forum has seen a flood of newbies. Once I catch some Z's and surf the net again, I just might stumble across some awesome tales like when a baby blast crawler met a bossy Trinox. That sounds amazing. And weird by Mando standards. I've gotten tons of inspiration from those records and I can surely use it for the story. I'll show it to you once it gets published. Well, that's Idari for you. Can't wait to read it. Do I need to go look for some inspiration too? Nah, forget it. Yuzuha's gonna drag Alice and me into story time anyway, so I'll just hear what she's got to say then. Alright, our stall isn't closed yet. Once there are more stories, we'll come back, yeah? Yuzuha just messaged me and she wants us to meet up with her. So, we're heading out then. Sorry, Akira, doesn't seem like there's much we can do sticking around here. Go on, have your fun, you silly kids. Just leave the last thing to me. Akira, you're the best. Next time I pull an all-nighter, I'm really taking you out of me. I'm sorry, an all-morninger, I forgot. It's like, the logical thing for me is an all-nighter, but she's a night owl, so she pulls an all-morninger. Cool. That makes more sense. So after hurried goodbyes, the three of them leave, bickering and laughing. Some rushing, some dragging behind. There we have it. Okay. I mean, honestly, this place looks pretty decent. Like, you have a candelabra and a smaller candelabra. You have a monitor, a computer, a router, what's in a box, by the way? I mean, that's a suitcase. What are those? Are those ice? What am I looking at? Are we selling stuff? I think we're selling stuff. Cute. Okay. So the computer's got a bunch of appointments logged in, and there are already customers waiting out for out front for the store to open up. Are they? Okay, I'll trust you on that one. Let's get another day of works. Okay, strange things everywhere. The customers are piling in. Fairy is ready to help if I need her, but I don't. And the first inquirer, Faris, category a disturbed place, summary anomaly pumping. It's off season at the beach, so when I'm at reception I sometimes scroll through art forums to kill time. For some reason, almost every artist on the forum has drawn a familiar composition, low angle character art with wonky perspective. Is this some kind of special ritual in the art world or what? All the related artworks are getting crazy high clicks. Yeah, people are just chasing the hype. So they're just chasing trends. Now that you mention it, there really are art styles that usually blow up like that, kind of like how our resorts run limited time events based on what's hot at the moment. But if they're just drawings for clicks, does what the artist actually likes even matter anymore? Good question. I don't think so. Like, if people are doing things only because for clout or for the clicks, yeah, it kind of ruins artistry. Because I usually do my own things in this regard because I like it. And I'm gonna die doing it, basically. Okay, artists gotta eat too, you know. I guess, fine. It's for the money. It's also for the mons. The visitor is Soldier 11, and the summary, light up spell. What are you calling me today? Messenger of Crimson Flame, Silken Shadow. Damn it, she's never gonna get my name right. I came to inquire about a strategy to resolve a certain matter. A few days ago, I went to eat noodles as usual, only to be told the shop had installed a strange new lighting system that only turns on when you shout an incantation at it, but the effect only lasts a few seconds. If you don't shout the incantation again, the lights go out. The key to spells is shouting them out loud. You know, there's another way you can call it. It's called a voice recognition control, I guess. Got it. So the reason other voices couldn't trigger the light earlier was insufficient decibels, not the wrong incantation. I remind the shop owner to replace the light again and find out why the noodle shop's using voice-activated lights in the first place. Well, can skip on electric when matters. We know something about that, don't we? Fairy, I'm looking at you. Okay, the next visitor is Shin, and the summary, no looking back. On what? Hello, mister. Everyone says you can help me. A mom took me to get a short haircut last month, but it seems like some big guys didn't like my hair. They kept tapping my shoulder when I'm not paying attention, and they tickle my neck. But every time I turn around, I can't see anyone. Mister, do you know who's playing these tricks on me? Can you make them stop bullying me? That awkward hair growth face. Here's the troublemaker here. Yeah, your hair is to blame. My hair's the bad guy, huh? Guess that actually checks out. I twisted my head around and realized it was the newly grown ends poking my neck. They're just that awkward in-between length, like little brushes making me think someone was messing with me. Turns out my hair is just being a brat because it wants to grow out faster. Yeah, we've been there, done that, but I actually do enjoy it when I have like longer hair. Well, get your hair trimmed a bit, or just let it grow out a little bit more. Whatever you choose. I prefer longer hair basically, so that's my thing. The next video is Ari. Summary: what's in the trash can? It's probably I was a trash panda, but yeah, a raccoon. Manager: is there something like real special on 6th Street that hides in trash cans? Ever since I came to 404, I've occasionally seen some bizarre stuff. People walking along, suddenly stopping in front of a trash can on the corner and talking to the trash can. And sometimes the trash can even spits something out. You know, the lucky ones will receive gifts from the trash can. Yeah, there's definitely something in that trash can around this. The trash sage. What's with Hoyoverse and like putting things in trash cans? There's really something inside. Is that like a Chinese thing? Because like I've been playing Neverness to Everness recently as well. Not recording that because like I can only record like so many gacha at any given point, so I decided to just stick to the Hoyoverse. But yeah, and there was like a monster that's also a trash can in there. So like a Chinese thing. I'm gonna have to Google it out. Okay, so there's really something inside. So what should we call it? Spirit of the trash can, god of garbage, demon of the bin. It's the sage of the barrel. To be precise. Okay. The next video is Luca and the summary Ridu callback. So when I was about to head into the sewers for maintenance earlier, I saw a red balloon floating down there. What if it's just like in the movies? Okay, now I'm definitely gonna run away. It could be, probably is. What is like in the movies? There's a clown with a red balloon in the sewers who will make everyone float. Well, at least now we know that Stephen King is a thing in this universe as well. Someone please go grab that balloon, or someone help me fix the sewer sobbing. Okay, so classic horror movie scene right there. Has way crazier stuff than that. It's very likely the balloon got stuck there by accident. Though it's still a very weird thing. But I'm gonna reassure me. Is that so? Makes sense now. No wonder the drainage around here has been kind of slow. That's a relief. Thanks for clearing that up. Alright, with that settled, I'm about to channel my inner fearless constructor worker and go deal with those clogged pipes for everyone. You do your job and I'll do mine. You're the bravest worker around. Blaze, I haven't seen you since I've been doing the whole like gourmet mission. Unusual customer, that's a summary. Are you gonna be like a playable character because you look distinct enough from everyone else? So I'm kind of... could be, we'll see. So our shop's new soup base has been super popular lately. Been working till late every single night. Finally got half a day off, and on my way to work, I ran into some customer leaving the shop. Every one of them was clutching their stomach with a queasy look, muttering something like "Eater." But we only use the freshest, safest ingredients. How could our food be giving people stomach aches? Cooking ingredients you can go over time, but never under. Why are they also still after me? Yeah, I think they didn't cook the food through. What? So what they were actually saying was cook it longer and take it out of the pot later. Okay, that's a whatever. Looks like even with the reminder post in the shop to carefully cook the ingredients, customers still struggle to get the timing right. I better go figure out a way to optimize this. Honestly, it actually brings a good point, because like hot pot restaurants, you get to cook your own food. So if you cook it improperly and you give yourself like food poisoning because of that in certain way, shapes, or form, like you don't get to get the the restaurant liable for that, do you? Because you're the cook. They provide you ingredients and you're supposed to cook them like according to the rules. So if you screw up on that, it's on you. So food for thought. Never actually thought about that, but yeah, thank you for making me realize that. Okay, so let the staff handle ingredients that need precise timing. That don't make more sense. Yeah, like a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Supervision. Yeah, there you go. Okay, the next visitor is Drew. Category is third place. Summary: haunted house check-in. Ever been to Mystic Wares over in Falme Heights? I'd heard all sorts of wild stories about it, so when I was touring the area, I figured might as well check it out while I'm here. Went to scope out Mystic Wares late one night, and I heard the door making these crazy noises, like something was about to bust right through. Freaked me out so bad I booked it out there. Well, the door there probably hasn't been maintained in ages. I mean, the wind rattled the ancient door. So it's just the door falling apart from age. Makes sense. The shop's owner never seems to be around anyway. Don't tell me they opened this place just to show off their fancy jewelry collection. Interesting. Well, if there's no ghost involved, I'm definitely digging into why this shop's in such a state. Good luck. The next visitor is Oz. Category is third place again, and summary: Billion Denny Dream. You should get in contact with Nico. I think you may have something to chat about. My childhood friend's been acting super weird lately. He keeps going on and on about hundreds of millions, even billions of Denny's, like he's possessed or something. I think we're talking to Nico. When I asked him what's up, he just brushed it off, saying he was just talking. But that excited look on his face was way too real. I'm starting to think he's been hypnotized, like he's trapped in some dream full of Denny's and can't wake up. I look normal on the outside, but he's basically a walking zombie inside, okay? And you're seeing video game currency inflation at its finest. Ah, in-game currency, okay. Could be one of those online games that's been super popular in your Aridan lately. You know, the ones where you scavenge for supplies and try to escape. That would explain it. Seeing him all zoned out like that, turns out he's just hooked on some game. So am I. That's why I'm doing this event, basically, to get like a lot of fictional currency. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Actually, I am a millionaire in Genshin at this point. I actually been spending a lot of money recently, so I have to rebuild my funds in all my gachas, regardless. I mean, if there was a possibility for me like to get my like in-game currency into real life, that would be so amazing. Also, I would crush the markets with inflation, with the sudden influx of the cash. Okay, regardless, he just took on some game, but why didn't he invite me to play with him? Sure, I'm not exactly a pro gamer, but there's no reason to hide it from his best friend. I mean, you don't need to be a pro, just casual gamer works, speaking from experience. I'll ask him when I get back today. Okay, do we know him? I think we do know him. So, the issues have been addressed for today. As usual, Rin is here. Time to call it a day. I've reached the maximum amount of points. Everyone's happy. Oh, Miyabi-san. Hello, Proxy. Miyabi, are you in the Urban Legends too? Yeah, please sign me up for tomorrow's session. I mean, no sign up needed, jump in now. Not now, can't tell. Because I'm in the middle of the training to spark curiosity in my friends. You and your trainings. I guess your training's going well then. Thanks, see you tomorrow. She's always so to the point. Honestly, she kind of scares me sometimes. The computer's got a bunch of appointments logged in. and there are already customers waiting out again, so I've read again. Let's start the last day. No monsters in Ridu. The customers are all here, time to get to work. Fairy is ready, but she gets to relax, and I'm not paying any more electric bills for that. The first visitor is Mrs. Zo, residential evil. Chef's kiss, bravo. Appreciate the reference. Residential evil, got it. Okay. The summary: law of conservation of luck. Young man, I haven't run into any monsters or demons, but there's been some weird stuff going on, and I need you to help me figure it out. I heard from the old lady at the newsstand, for some reason there's always young folks around your age who buy scratch cards, but they scratch off just one row and then bait without a word. We're both curious, is there some kind of trend with you young people? Well, Tekitokan has a daily limited lottery. Too scared to open my eyes? Hope it's just my imagination. I guess they want to play the lottery at Tekitokan. Tekitokan? What's that? That's all the way over in Falma Heights, right? Kids these days got some serious energy traveling back and forth between two spots that far apart just to lock in their luck for a lottery draw. I mean, truth be told, I do this sometimes too. Ooh, Alice is back. Summary: 1,000 flickers. You would not believe your eyes if 1,000 flicker flies. Whatever. Since I'm running the stall, I've been crashing at a place nearby this past few days. I don't know if it's because we've been collecting all these urban legends or what, but it feels like I've caught the attention of something. The ceiling light in my room keeps flickering. Whether the switch is on or off, even swapping out the bulb didn't help. I really don't want to think too hard about this. If I told Yuzuha about it, she'd totally roast me for sure. Well, the ceiling light can glitch for various reasons. Maybe the switch came loose. I mean, I had a similar, it was like an electric issue because the light didn't want to basically, in my bathroom. I had a problem of that sort. Because there was my neighbor from upstairs flooded me. So then they had to basically fix my electric cabling in the wall. Because after that, like, the light didn't want to turn itself off. It just was in a dimmed state. So yeah, you probably something wrong with the electrics. The switch could have come loose. Alright, I was so focused on thinking it was the bulb, it was the light bulb itself, and my fear totally messed with my head. Didn't even consider that. I'll go back and check it out. Gotta get it fixed before I pack up for the day at least. Well, time to catch some Z's. Next character, Shiyu is the visitor, and the summary: special focus. I used to be a huge Satellite fan, you know, that Bangbo idol group, but lately my attention's been completely hijacked by this shark brew. It's got this adorably round little body and it bobs along to the music in the cutest way. Even its built-in case is super cute. None of my friends get why I'm into it, and honestly, now even I'm starting to wonder if this is normal. The shark was standing on top of the water tank? I mean, its dance moves are mesmerizing. You think so too? It's totally on par with Satellite. It's a total genius. It can even teach itself super hard stuff like dancing. I'm not too shy myself either. Got a real eye for spotting talent. If it could debut, it definitely win best newcomer in the Bangbo entertainment scene, hands down. Well, looking forward to that. Next visitor, Ming Shui. Category Residential Evil again, and summary: Bangbo's Ascension. I'll let you in on a little secret. My Bangbo's basically achieved godhood. I don't know when it started, but it never needs charging anymore. Every morning I wake up and it's full, and it's at full battery. Never needs me to charge it at all. Did the Sunbringer herself bless us or what? Yeah, no way it runs while charging. I'm pretty sure it's charging itself on the low when you're sleeping. Why? Is it that embarrassing to admit it needs charging? I'm kind of in denial here. Guess I'll face reality when I check this morning electric bill at home. Well, Bangbo keep their little secrets too, you know. Ooh, Evelyn. A summary doppelganger. Interesting. Miss Yao has been acting kind of weird lately. Her mood seems fine on the surface, but she keeps avoiding me. Whether I ask what's up, she just says nothing is wrong. Then she'll lock herself in her room, only to crack the door open and size me up from head to toe. At first, I thought maybe I'd done something to make her wary of me, but then I came across this legend about doppelgangers, how another you gradually takes over the original without anyone noticing. Worrying about Astra is throwing Evelyn completely off her game. Just to make a great couple. Like Astra's cooking up a surprise for you, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's cooking a surprise for you. Huh? Now that you mention it, I think I get it. But why would Miss Yao suddenly prepare a surprise for me? There aren't any special holidays coming up. Even so, I shouldn't let her efforts go to waste. After all, she's been hiding it so carefully, she must have put a lot of thought into it. I look forward to it properly. Thanks for the wake-up call. You really pulled me out of that worry spiral. Well, you don't need to wait for the perfect moment to surprise someone. Yeah, sometimes it just pays to do something nice for someone without any occasion. Next editor is Lawson, and the summary, promotion playbook. Recently, there's been this rumor going around Tops that sounds crazy but kinda makes sense. Become the boss's personal photographer and you'll get lucky break that'll skyrocket your career. Word is it started over at Porcelamex. Think I could take a shot at it? Reminds me of a friend at Porcelamex. Also, the rumors just keep your head down and work hard. Everyone has to set up 8 cameras all at once. Okay, this time I'm actually pretty... Okay, I'm gonna ask Ferry for help. They're both correct! Oh, screw you all! Huh, you're probably right. Just relieved to have some unrealistic, fantastic... You're probably right. Just relieved to have some unrealistic fantasies finally put the rest cutting corners really isn't the way. I can't read this apparently. You're probably right. Just relieved to have some unrealistic fantasies finally put to rest. Cutting corners really isn't the way. But still, can't help feeling bitter about a life ending like this. I mean, your luck is gonna turn around eventually. Don't worry about it. Oh, Coco. And the summary, suspicious recipe. So there was this customer who left a really weird note on their delivery order. Extra cilantro and green peppercorns, light on salt and oil, no scallions. I tore the whole shop apart looking for these ingredients, but in the end I just made a standard tea milk and sent it over. I'm totally going to get a complaint. What if the customer actually needed that kind of magic tea milk? No way this is a note for the tea milk store. I think it's a mistake from copy last order's note. Oh, you think the customer just auto-filled the delivery note from their last order into the tea milk order note? Good point. Hopefully, next time they order tea milk, the note will say extra sugar and extra milk. Hopefully, yes. Fingers crossed. Hoshimi Miyabi's here, and she's wearing a new outfit. Oh, and the category change. A disturbed place, not palace. I was going for the whole residence thing, but never mind. And training in sight. Miyabi-san, what are you wearing? Ore Sanjo proxy. Okay. I've arrived, Proxy. I'm currently undergoing a training where I must complete 100 tasks in a single day while wearing traditional family attire. I've already finished 99 tasks. I want to conclude this training with something I've never done before. You're well versed in the urban legends of New Eridu, so perhaps you can provide some inspiration for this final special task. Something you've never done doesn't have to involve paranormal events and urban legends, does it? I think both of them are good choices. How about catching a show at 404? I think Haramasa mentioned that place before, but I've never been there myself. Not quite what I had in mind for inspiration, but it's a good idea. Then I'll go and watch the show. Would you like to come along? Sounds good, I'll grab the tickets. Yeah, time to wrap up the business and head with Hoshimi Miyabi to watch the Angels of Delusion. I like that combination. Okay, Rin is here, as usual, watching from the sidelines. You're useless, basically. Aid me in some other way than just taking me home. But I finished it. Perfect. We're back, Akira. I take it all the folks we invited have already stopped by with their unusual experiences. Wait, I thought you went out to have fun. We did hang around the area for a bit, caught a movie, then met up with Manato, Lucia and Hari to check out the show. And wasn't there that time you got scared by a lamb while sleeping alone at night and secretly ran to Akira for help? Huh? Yuzuha, how did you know about that? My lady, our back-end system has your appointment and consultation records, you know. But you've been working hard these past few days too. Between all the fun, you've helped me assist plenty of citizens troubled by those ghost rumors. Well, once the evil spirit's true faces are revealed, they'll no longer cause anyone in trouble. That said, even if Alice knew the truth, she'd still get spooked by, like, a plastic bag hanging from a tree branch in the dark and swaying in the wind, right? As if something like that could scare me. Hey, don't be so nervous. Even if you get spooked, I'll be around to calm you down. Right now, I'm just messing with you. Akira, ever since the Spook Shack Urban Strangeness Investigation stand set up shop in Lumina Square, our forums have been flooded with newbie registrations every single day. It's gotten way more lively, and that's all thanks to you running the shop. I mean, the credit should go to Yuzuha's genius idea. Nah, you're too kind. Well, we can't just stand around patting each other on the back all day. Bottom line, this urban legend stall has fulfilled its duty. Seeing the Spook Shack get a fresh lease on life, the old-timers are all pretty stoked. Win-win for everyone. And what about Lucia, Hari and Manato? Well, after pulling a few morningers, Lucia was completely wiped out and went back to crash. Hari said she'd head back to freshen up, then dove straight into rioting like there's no tomorrow. As for Manato, sounds like something came up at school again, so he headed back to Waifu Peninsula early. Alice and I should probably head back should head back soon to sort through all the urban legends we've collected and upload them to the forum story vault. You're always welcome to swing by the Spook Shack, Akira. Proxy, you still busy? I'm free now. Alright, heading to 6th Street now. Let's meet up at the video store. Okay. So let's get to the video store, because that is the last part of this. Video store or in front of the video store? Pretty fast event. I'm seeing, looking at the timer now, how long was it recording? 1 hour 20 minutes, probably 30. Miyabi-san? You're here. Have you been waiting a long time, Miss Miyabi? No worries, I just got here myself. Shall we go now? Let's go.
その服は雅さんのお気に入りのようだね。何か思い入れがあるのかい？
She still has a katana.
母上がかつてお好きだった召し物だ。それに修行にも適している。実践の動きを妨げることもない。プロ
You're
騎士
looking good.
お前はどう見る？
とてもいいじゃないか。雅さんにぴったりの服装だ。
そうか。柳にも似たことを言われた。この話はまた後でするとしよう。着いたようだ。
I'm gonna lie, she looks good. Still can't get over the fact like how would you want to fight the high heels, but whatever. I mean, they're not that high, all things considered, but still. Yes, what are you doing here? Turns out 404 is actually underground. I really don't understand like why do you have like voiceovers during the walk but not during any other part of this? Unless I didn't download them? No, I think never mind. Okay. After all, they're underground idols. I get it, training's training and the place doesn't matter. Even underground works. Can we catch the show right now? I mean, we need to wait for a bit before it starts, so let's grab a melon drink first. Alright, thanks. You buy drinks at the drink stand and take a quick breather. 10 minutes before showtime, you head into the venue with Miyabi. You watch the whole satellite performance with music blasting and the crowd going wild. Upbeat and fun, the dance brought by Bangbu was something new. And with that, the training challenge of doing 100 things in one day while dressed in the family attire is complete. Didn't actually make like a little bit more than 100, because if you want to be like technical about this, we drank soda before this and then we went to see it. But I guess also like meeting Akira in front of the store. Let's not dwell on it. 100 it is. Yeah, I guess. Even if it's not training, yeah, we could really rock casual clothes more often. Yeah, I'll think about it. Either way, thanks for giving me the best inspiration for my training. Training with you always brings something fresh to the table. Anything else that you can talk about, Miyabi? For future shows, you can invite me to watch with you. This has nothing to do with training. Plus, their melon special is pretty fire. Well, that's an interesting way of phrasing this. Miyabi, are you picking up some like hip lingo? Regardless. I finished it. Look into Ridu's legends. Okay. I like ghosts at the door. Claim all. Daylight's Phantom. Claim all. Career corner rumor. No, street corner rumors. Claim all. Strange things everywhere. Claim all. And the last one. No monsters in Ridu. Claim all. And finish it up with a new name card. Claimed. Yeah, that's complete.